on me.
Here's the classic thing.
Crazy.
You have some people that have a natural affinity for each other, like we do. Or where people just naturally get along. You have sometimes where people naturally don't get along, but for good reason, like us and Kevin Dunn, because our talents have been disrespected, insulted, put down, and held back because of his bogus attempts at television production. Or you just have people who, even though all they have to do is coexist in the same room for an hour a day, just rub each other the wrong way to the point where they are hopping up and down, screaming mad, and that was you and Tammy.
It was a natural thing.
And it was beautiful. It was beautiful in a way.
If we had met each other in different circumstances and in a different, we would probably things would have probably
You would have hated
fine.
each other still.
It would have been fine, but it bothered me. Chris and Tammy loved each other dearly, and that's great, because I know how I love my wife, and they were just young, and they had a big break. And what bothered me is Chris would kind of follow Tammy around, like a little puppy dog, and you know what I'm talking about. And one day in Madison Square Gardens, I called him out in front of all the boys. I said, "Chris, come here." And I called him around to the back, and I told him just what I told you. I said, "This is what we think." And Percy, I love her. I said, "That's great. I just wanted you to know. I don't like her." And it don't mean that I don't like you.
But remember when we were talking about that, I said, Percy, and you just wanted it. You wanted it to be her. You wanted it to be her, so you had an excuse to grab her.
It was her.
But I said, it's too perfect. It's too perfect. It can't be. They want you to kill her because everybody was mad at us too.
But several years later, I hated them forever for that. But several years later, I found out it wasn't them. It was Billy and Bart Gunn, the Smoking Guns, and they'd done it because they thought I had done something to their stuff.
Oh, I thought it was. I always thought it was somebody trying to set you up for that.
No, that could have. I found out because Billy had told me later down the road.
Well, now who was it that did to their?
I don't know. I don't know. But they thought that I'd done something to their stuff, which is certainly not an angel. You don't see a halo around his head. I'd done my share of ribs through the years, but I was always the silent ribber type where I would do something and run and sit down and watch what happened,
Yeah.
And just whatever.
Set it up and then see the science project in action.
I swear, after all these years, and I'm man enough to say it now, that I'm sorry, Tammy, and I am. I did. It was one of those things. Wrong time, wrong place. And in fact, Tammy has publicly stated many times, and I have too, where she hates me, and I hate her. I really don't hate you. I did it one time, but I don't anymore. I don't hate nobody anymore. I'm getting too old for this shit, this hating stuff, but I don't. So that's all water under the bridge there. But